Hey guys, I'm Nina Zeta, and in today's video, I want to talk about how to get paid brand deals on Instagram. For those of you that are new to our channel, welcome. I am in a really interesting position in our industry because I work with brands on their influencer marketing campaigns, which means I'm the one that decides, which influencers get on specific campaigns. I'm the one allocating budget and all that good stuff. So I'm on the brand side, but I also help influencers and creators build their businesses and, through one-on-one coaching or all the programs that I have developed for this creator and influencer. So for today's video, I am really speaking to the influencer, to the creator that is looking to get those paid brand deals on Instagram. I want to let you guys know that these deals are happening. A lot of our clients that we are working with on the influencer marketing side, they are investing in influencer marketing, both with YouTubers and Instagrammers. There's a lot of money to be made in this industry. The facts are just there. This industry is growing daily. There's tons of different articles, as you can see, that are just showing the growth of this industry. So if you are a creator that's just starting out, don't be intimidated. You'll put in the work, you'll get there, but there is money to be made in this space. So for today's video, I wanted to chat about just different ways that you guys can get those paid brand deals. Now, before I jump in, a little housekeeping, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you're interested in influencer marketing and being in the loop on that and social media strategy. So hit subscribe, hit the little bell to be notified when we release a new video weekly on this topic. Now, let's go ahead and jump in. So I think when it comes to landing paid brand deals, there's really one of two ways just to kind of set up the field, right? You are either actively pitching to brands or you're responding to inbound requests. So inbound requests are when a brand is hitting you up, messaging you, emailing you, sending you DMs, and you're converting those into paid deals, or you're actively pitching to brands. So literally, if you are looking to land paid brand deals, you have to be in one of these buckets, right? Where you are either doing the research on the brands that you want to work with and the brands that you want to reach out to and pitch, or you're responding to those inbounds. I think that the inbound requests are obviously like the low-hanging fruit. It's a lot easier. They're technically considered your warm leads because they're people that already know who you are, already like you, already reached out to you. So these are probably the best, the best place to start, because think about it. Why would you go to like a cold pitch of a brand that has no idea who you are versus a warm, lead, because at least this brand has shown interest in you. And the fact that they reached out to you first gives you leverage to actually come back with a really cool idea or a really good pitch so that you can actually get paid with working with them. And also, if you've already worked with a brand in a paid capacity, that's even better, because those are the people that you should be going back to time and time again to pull from their budgets. If they've paid you once, they'll pay you twice. I've seen this time and time again, especially with my brand clients. It feels nice to work with the same influencer, especially when they produce really quality work. I think what happens a lot of times is influencers, they want to work with like lots of brands. So they're like, super fast and pitching versus really focusing on like, okay, who have I already worked with? Who has already paid me? So I think this is a really important strategy to consider when trying to land brand deals. Now, if you guys are interested in working with brands, I do have a free 3-part training. It's super in-depth. I think you're going to love it. I will leave the link below. So if you really want to take it a little bit further than this video and really dive in, this is the workshop for you so that you can get tons of really good information. So we talked about responding to those inbound pitches, going back to brands that have paid us, and then there's the active pitching, right? So part of landing those paid brand deals is actually reaching out to the brands that you want to work with. Now, when you're reaching out and you're actively pitching, you really want to make sure you have a customized approach, that you don't just send a blanket template and send it off to the same 30 companies. These templates will actually hurt you. I can tell you, when I receive a template from an influencer, I know that they're just mass sending them and it doesn't feel personalized. And I think as an influencer, you probably feel the same way, right? If someone is sending you a DM that's like, hey girl, would love to work with you, and it's a copy and paste, you're just kind of like, versus if they make their pitch to you personal, like I saw you were just in Tulum, or I saw that you just posted this, or whatever. It feels better, right? So it's just human nature. So when you are actively pitching, you're gonna wanna start doing it with the brands that your audience actually matches their audience. This is probably the most important thing to consider in an active pitch. You want the brand to land on your page or your YouTube or your TikTok or wherever you play, and in a split second say, wow, like this person matches me, right? So this is a really important thing to keep in mind when you're actively pitching. I actually have a video all about how to get a brand's attention. So I'm going to put that here so that you guys can go ahead and watch that as well. Just, little ways to get a brand, know who you are, because this is the thing. When you're cold pitching, it's always best if the brand is expecting the pitch coming your way. So even if you guys have just engaged a little bit on social, or if they've commented on your YouTube channel and you're like, oh, what's your email? I'd love to send you something. At least they know it's coming to them. And this psychologically just feels better than a cold pitch that they have no idea is even coming their way. Now, one big way influencers can start to get more paid brand deals on Instagram is to diversify within their niche. So diversify their content within their niche. So this is what I mean. Let's just say you're a beauty influencer and you're only shooting photos selfies. The brand doesn't get to visually see what can this person shoot for me, versus if your feed is still within beauty, but it's diversified. It shows a product shot. It shows it up close. It shows you holding it. Diversifying the content lets the brands know, oh, I like this style or I like that style. And it's not just the same exact type of photo, type of content. Brands want to see diversity of content within a specific niche. So I think this will absolutely help you get those paid brand deals, especially if you're going to a brand on Instagram, because here's the thing, and Instagram is a visual platform, right? It's a photo sharing platform. So if you're doing photo sharing, then the pictures have to look good. And technically your Instagram is kind of like a portfolio. So you want to show, hey, I can shoot this style of content within this niche, right? So I can shoot a niche, but these are all the different ways that I can shoot this niche. And that's what makes it really special for a brand to be able to see boom, this is what this person can do. Another tip I love to share with my influencer clients when they are trying to land paid brand deals is use hashtags brands are using. So I'll give you an example. I recently was doing a campaign and I literally went into Instagram and typed in, plus size influencer. And I've typed in before NYC influencer. And I've typed into before mom blogger, Houston mom blogger, Dallas mom blogger. I have done that because it's easier for me to find those people to work with. When I consult for my brand clients and they call me and they're like, how do I find new influencers? That's what I tell them to do. I'm like, go into the search box and look at hashtags. So if you're a creator that is trying to work with brands, you need to be able to get discovered by them, right? So if you are using the hashtags brands are searching for, this will help you, populate in that. So like I said, if I have a specific market I'm targeting, which most brands do, if I look up the city name and influencer, or the city name and blogger, or the city name and content creator, I'll do different combinations. So you guys can do these combinations too, for your city name, for your niche. So it could be niche, right? Influencer, niche blogger, niche creator. So beauty creator, beauty blogger, beauty influencer, Miami beauty influencer. Look at these hashtags, do some research, because again, if there is some search around them, brands are using these to look for you. So it'd be great if you could pop up, so that way you can get into these paid campaigns that you're looking for. Now, the two last things I want to end with for today's video on getting these paid brand deals on Instagram. The first is being prepared. You need to have the materials to support you. So if you're trying to get paid, you need to treat yourself like a business, which means having the right materials to set you apart, right? So you absolutely need to have that media kit. You may need other materials depending on where you're at in your pitching game. You may need to know how to make a proposal. You may need to know how to have a case study or, you know, a portfolio, or if you're a photographer, maybe you need a mood board. So you need to have these materials created. And the same thing with like also knowing your rates, knowing what it's worth. If you're trying to get paid, you need to be able to say like, okay, this is how much this costs. Even if you're asking the brand for a budget, you internally need to know what the post is worth, right? So that you can come up with a package that works for them. Now, if you're feeling a little bit like, well, Nina, I don't know like how to make a portfolio or a proposal or a media kit, or like, I have no idea how to even come up with my rates. If this is kind of where your head's at, don't worry. I have a course that is literally the holy grail of pitching to brands, which I'm going to link below. So you can look at this course and see if you think it's a good fit for you. It's really for creators and influencers who are serious about working with brands and monetizing in this way, because this course will give you the exact tools and resources to help you get there. I show you real influencers materials. I show you exactly how to calculate your rate. I show you exactly how to come up with a strong pitch. It is literally the most comprehensive training. So I will leave that link below so you guys can look into it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video about how to land those paid brand collabs. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I can go in, I can check them out. I love hearing from you guys, so please let me know what you thought, and I will see you in the next video.